In 2024, I graduated from university, started my first corporate job, and hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Now that it's 2025, I think it's time to reevaluate some of my goals for this year. Good morning. Happy 2025, everyone. This is my first video of 2025, so welcome back. It is currently morning and I'm working. Work has been pretty busy as of lately. Anyways, for breakfast, I've been eating these mini muffins, these mini carrot muffins. I like carrot muffins. They're so small, but so soft. I think in general, it's good to reflect on your past year and what you want to improve on the next year. And so I just want to share with you guys some of my New Year's resolutions. I think the first thing that I want to improve on is, as you may have guessed, one of my goals is to read more. This is currently my stack of books. I have a couple other ones. I read 10 books last year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the 10th one is with Patty. This is the 10 books I read this year. I'll probably put it up on the screen. The Price of Money. It's about the economy. As a non-business student, this was a pretty good read for me, but I'm sure a lot of business students already know about this stuff. Second one is Outliers. It's a story about people, really successful people like Bill Gates and stuff, and like what makes them successful. Personal MBA. It's about business books, how to start a business, everything you know, sales, marketing, blah, 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 blah. Psychology of Money. This was about what money means to you, how you can manage your money in your own way, and how to influence people, how to win friends and influence people, sorry. This one was pretty good. This was like how to talk to people, how to socialize. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a This was kind of pretty much my first self-help book. I would say it's The Psychology of Money was a self-help book too, but pretty good book if you want a self-help book. I have a video about it. One of my favorite books of the year, The Tattooist of Auschwitz. Instead of reading business books all the time, I wanted to, read a bit of fiction. I really like a good story. I think I finished this in 3 days. Atomic Habits. This was such a hard read. I don't know why, but it took me forever to finish this book. 3 months. I mean, it was like reading a textbook. Really useful information here. If you want a book about how to change your habits, you should read that. This is my 9th book, The Alchemist. This was the last book I read in the year. This one was about a boy crossing the desert and following his dreams. Great story. I'd recommend it. One of my favorite books of this year as well. Oh, I also read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, but Patty has it, my girlfriend. That was not as good as the other ones, but I would rate for this year top 3 The Psychology of Money. I would say Price of Money. Actually, I don't know. The Subtle Art and this one. These 3. These were my favorite books of the year out of the 10. I'm currently reading, let me show you. I'm currently reading Life's Work by David Milch. I took the cover off. But it's a memoir. I want to read more biographies and autobiographies. I feel like at the end of the year, I was kind of going into the self-help, improvement direction. But it got really repetitive, especially even after only reading 3 books, it got already really repetitive. Reading has honestly changed my life in terms of gathering information and learning. I feel like for me, I feel the least productive when I'm not learning something new. And so when things get repetitive or I'm not improving in any sort of way, I feel so unproductive and I feel shite. So reading has definitely helped me with that, and will definitely keep you guys updated on the status of this goal. But yeah, that's one of my goals.
I miss you more each day since you've gone away. I long for your touch. I need you so much, Mom.
Another goal of mine this year, and a pretty big goal, is to get more serious about investments in terms of financial investments. I don't know, I think it's a really important thing to do, especially now that I'm turning 24. I gotta start thinking about moving out, what my next 5 years is gonna be like, and stuff like that. And I feel like the best way to start is to start now. Anyways, I gotta get back to work. I'll see you guys later.
I love. You never seem to know that I love you so. The pain.
All right. I'm taking a little break from work because I've been working a lot recently and I just need a little break. Sometimes, I don't know, privileges of working from home, you know? I have this pair of pants that I really like. They're like PJ pants, but as you can see, there's a huge hole in it and I've been wearing it still for the longest time. And Patty and my family are telling me to throw them out. But instead of throwing them out, I am going to try to sew them back together, which is what I have right here. I suck at sewing. I don't think I've sewed anything for the past couple of years, but my mom taught me a long time ago, and I'm going to attempt. On the topic of investments, I also think about kind of like what kind of lifestyle I want to live. I'm not necessarily rich by any means, but I think I'm already a lot more privileged than a lot of people that have other circumstances. But at the same time, becoming financially independent and moving out requires a lot of money. And I feel like, yeah, some people think, oh, this is such forward thinking, you know, live in the moment. But like, if you actually don't think about it now, when are you gonna think about it? When it happens, it might be too late then. So I just sewed the pocket back in its place. So I don't know if you guys can tell. With the pocket, there's a pocket here. I sewed the pocket back in place, but I had to fold this piece of cloth back on, over, and then I have to fold this piece back on, like this, so it's like proper pants. Okay, I can see why my pants are so destroyed now.
The pain in my heart just tears me apart, my love.
Good as new, look at this. Hooray! Pockets there. Hopefully it doesn't fall apart. My sewing work is atrocious though. You see that? But it works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Sorry, excuse me. Yo, yo, yo. Let's go. So investments and reading more are two of my goals for the year, but an ongoing goal that I have is to continue to improve on YouTube. Whether it be my quality of video or just the style of video, I'm gonna continue working on YouTube for the foreseeable future. Now that I'm more situated with full-time work, I'm shifting my focus towards my future, and hopefully this year, I'll continue to develop some life skills. I think the biggest takeaway for me in 2024 is patience, that things take time. For the longest time, I always wanted immediate results or big improvements, but I've learned that not everything works that way. In fact, the best things and the greatest things never happen that way. It's all a bunch of small steps that eventually become noticeable, and I'll treat 2025 as one of those steps. I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.